Hello everyone, it is Liam Caddison here with the penultimate episode of The Last of Us. I don't want this season to end. I want it to keep going on and on and on, but yeah, I mean, it's not going to be like the only season, so it just means we're going to have to wait a couple of years for season 2 to come around, of course. As I imagine would be the case, like other HBO shows, Westworld, any Game of Thrones related show, etc. So, yeah, but I'm excited to get into this episode where I'm assuming we're going to be focusing pretty much on the present day again, because it was pretty much a flashback-centric episode, which, as you would expect with this show, it broke our hearts. It was really, really well done, just exploring Ellie and Riley's like relationship, I guess, and just, of course, those final few moments of the last episode were... Yeah, it like not just in terms of the flashback, but also what was happening in present day with Joel, of course. It was really, really devastating. So, yeah, but I am really, really intrigued to see how not only are we going to pick up in terms of the present day with, of course, with the closing moment of the last episode, Ellie stitching, should I say, Joel up. Yeah, I'm assuming Joel. We could all assume Joel will be back to his, I guess, old self. Maybe a bit wounded, but yeah. It will be very interesting to see where we pick up on in the present day, as well as how we are going to set things up for the final episode next week. So, with that said, let's get into episode number 8 of The Last of Us, season 1. Let's go.
The ground is too cold to dig. We'll bury your father in the spring.
Oh my... I mean, despite the cold, I mean, he's still gonna... Yeah, decompose.
Anyway. James. Yeah.
It's Troy freaking Baker. Well, shit.
I haven't lost faith in you, David. I'm just scared. Yeah. Good. Now go get our guns. We're going hunting.
He seems very, very... I don't know. Enforcing. I can't believe it. Bloody Higgs. Now we know what's gonna happen to Babby's father.
I'm from a large group too. Also hungry.
Well, even
She
so,
shot it.
you can't drag this back on your own.
Are you
We're not
doubting?
asking for charity.
Really? Are we doubting
We can
her?
trade you for some of the deer. We have. What do you need? We have boots.
Medicine? Like for infections.
Yeah, that'll do it. I don't trust these fuckers. Like, especially since Troy Baker has played very, very sketchy people in my experience of gaming.
Pretty standard Bible stuff. What?
The whole world ended and you still believe that shit.
Well, I started believing after the world ended. Before that, I was a teacher. Math.
And you still are, in a sense, I guess.
So you went from teacher to preacher because what, it fucking rhymes?
Yeah, exactly. That crazy man was traveling with a little girl.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Everything happens for a reason. James, lower the gun.
Ah, you dicks.
She is the one that killed Alec, isn't she? She didn't kill anybody.
Everything
Lower the
happens
gun.
for a reason. Stars a lot. Oh, my. Joel back on his feet. Come on.
Where the fuck do I put this, Joel? Joel, where the fuck do I put this?
Wake up. Wake up, Joel.
Fuck it.
Wait a second, that's...
Big one.
Was that venison or what? Because... So she was the little... Oh! Okay, what a piece of shit you are. So yeah, she was the little girl that they mentioned, yeah. Jeez. Shit. Oh, don't tell me Troy Baker. Don't tell me James is... Fuck's sake! Of course it has to be Troy Baker. Oh, it's a bad day for you, bud. I just need him to kill James. He's back, baby!
Did you hear me say the others want to kill you?
Yeah.
But I stopped them.
Fuck you.
That makes you a saint, doesn't it?
Why don't we just start with your name?
Eat shit.
Hey, listen to me.
You can't survive on your own. No one can. But I can help you.
Piss
Let me
off.
protect you.
Timothy? Oh, shit.
Yeah, oh shit. It's gonna be oh shit. Oh, wait. Nice. Nice.
Oh, Jesus!
Holy shit.
He can't help you. You focus right here, or I'll pop your fucking kneecap off.
Holy fuck.
Where your resort is, it better be the exact same spot your buddy points to.
He's not fucking playing. Don't fuck him around, bud. Fuck.
You motherfucker, fuck you. I ain't telling you shit.
It's okay.
No,
I believe him.
no.
Holy shit. I mean, yeah, you took Ellie. I really hate these assholes. What the fuck? What the fuck?
If you want to judge me,
Judge you? You're eating people, you sick fuck!
You... I mean, this is just getting more and more fucked.
yes.
And I
There are only
bet
a few
that
of us that know.
venison
I
earlier...
already told you. So do I. And you know what I see when I look at you? Me.
No, don't you.
You remind me
fuck.
of me.
Fuck you.
You're natural. Imagine the life we could give them. Imagine the life we could build.
This is getting more and more fucked up. This is getting more and more fucked up. Fuck you. Oh my... Break his hand, break his hand, break his hand, break...
Tell them that Ellie is a little girl who broke your fucking finger!
How did
This-
you put it? Tiny little pieces?
It's a warning shot, buddy. Prepare to fucking die. This, oh my fucking god.
Please don't do it! Please don't!
Had your chance.
No! I'm infected! I'm infected.
Okay, nice clutch, nice clutch.
How sorry you. Roll up my sleeve. Look at it. Look at it!
She would have turned by now. This isn't real.
That looks pretty fucking real to me.
Holy fuck! just killed Joel.
No one likes being humiliated, Ellie. You don't know how good I am.
Oh yeah, the
You don't know what I
pedophilia,
could
the
have given
cannibalism.
If you would just let me. Well, I have news.
Please
for
tell
you.
me that's gonna drop on his fucking head.
I thought you already knew. The fighting is the part I like the most.
You fucking despicable dick.
There's no fear in love.
Come on, Ellie, come on, Ellie, come on, Ellie. Yes! Fuck. Holy shit. Holy shit, Ellie.
Look, it's me. It's me.
Oh, this is what Ellie needed to see.
It's okay, baby girl.
Oh. Father figure Joel. He's pressed it for so long, but it's there. Whoo! I mean, especially when you've got that fucking creep, talking about fathership and all of that, and obviously he was going a very, very fucked away about it. You got someone who genuinely has that father figure approach, and especially with how poignant it is because of the fact that he suppressed it for so much, understandably given his own pain and all of that. But it's very, very poignant, especially with the hell Ellie went through. Not just, seeing the cannibalistic. The thing is, though, like, he mentioned only a few people knew as well about the cannibalistic bullshit that that he put them through. And I kind of believe that because of the fact that I don't, like, you saw how you saw how the people felt a bit uncomfortable. So, and as soon as both James and David, they made their way back in regards to the settlement, with the deer that was shot, I was just suddenly thinking, that's not venison, is it? Unless they found which they did mention it as well, about the fact that, finding food and all of that is hard to find. So I was like, wait, what? And it wasn't venison, it was fucking human meat. But again, Bella did a fantastic job. Like, especially with those final few minutes of this episode, with how she went to town, like, just murdering David. Yeah. So, that was a really, really disturbing, intense episode, which, again, because of the fact that, this isn't a zombie show or whatever, this isn't anything like that, it does really show how fucked some people can be. I mean, we've seen how there has been this animosity between the Fireflies and Fedra, and how far some people are willing to go for vengeance, for example, and I mean, this was just really disturbing with those, well, especially with, yeah, with that leader. Foy. I mean, I don't even know what to start with, because, I mean, there's just so much to reflect on about how fucking sinister David was, and I feel like that's a huge understatement in regards to, you know, the paedophilia, how he tried to rape Ellie, especially towards the end, and just how Ellie just absolutely brutalized him. It was cathartic, and it was, you know, really, it was really, really powerful to see just Ellie get the one up on David through multiple times, whether it was the attack in the cell before, you know, she said, oh, tell people my name's Ellie, who, you know, broke your fingers, basically. Whether it was saving herself in regards to I'm infected, or that just last moment where she just where she just went off against David to the point where he's, you know, he's going to be unrecognizable anyways, with the fact that the place was on fire, but you know, even before that, he's going to be an unrecognizable mess. It was cathartic because of the fact that I mean, it was getting more and more uncomfortable. Like, I thought, okay, we hit the brakes in terms of how fucked this situation was with the whole cannibalism shit. But then it got worse. It got worse in terms of thinking about everything as the episode went along, because as soon as you hit the cannibalism part, you suddenly clicked the pieces together in regards to the fact that that girl, who lost her dad, who was the person who attacked, who you know, left Joel essentially for dead. She was eating her dad, and she was none. I'm guessing she was none the wiser because of the fact that David was saying, "Oh, we're not able to bury him until the spring." And at first, I was thinking, okay, well, that's like when that dialogue was first ushered. You know, he's still gonna fucking rot and all of that. No, he wouldn't, because, yeah. I'm not even gonna I'm not even gonna mention anything in regards to, yeah, because we all know, you know, why he wouldn't decompose, because of the fact, yeah. Oy. But yeah, it definitely got a lot more sinister. But, and you've just got to think, though, like with David, I'm sure he impacted that little girl, because if he tried to rape Ellie, with the fact that he was, yeah, you just got to think he's probably done this before, and you know, it is just very, very interesting when you look at Kathleen and how you thought, okay, well, she is being unhinged as a leader with the way she's going about things. At least I would say there is a bit of an understandable, it's still fucked, but obviously with the whole Sam and Henry debacle, there was that vengeance, but she was going about it in a very unhinged manner. David, on the other hand, is a completely like David makes Kathleen look like a fucking saint because of how fucked up he is, because of the cannibalism, because of the paedophilia, yeah. And he believes he's a good person. But you know, the fact that he yeah, the fact that he forced himself onto Ellie and groomed her essentially. Yeah, it was fucked. Really, really. See, like I said, with like at the end of the episode, you know, this show, and it's been established anyways, it's not about, you know, zombies and all of that. Yeah, the outbreak and all of that it really does set up the scene in terms of you know, Joel and Ellie and all of these people and their QZs, etc. But they're not the scariest. I mean, this is it though. Like I mean, I obviously had a very, very fun time with the clickers when we first saw them, and you know, I thought they would be probably the scariest aspect of this show, but they're not. Especially with how, you know, fucking real people like David are. And you know, just seeing Ellie yeah, just become a victor. It really does make you so uncomfortable. So, and you saw the way she reacted when Joel went to confront her. Like, obviously that with her just with David just like moments ago forcing himself onto Ellie. There is that trauma there. So, yeah, I mean and not just that though, but you are just filled with so much fear, like Ellie did when she bashed David's brains in, like with the way that David just forced himself onto Ellie and Ellie was forced to react in that manner. It is going to be very, very fearful because of what you've just went through. So, and obviously Ellie has made mention about like, obviously when it comes to like taking a life and all of that, that's been a bit of an effect on Ellie anyways, but this does sting so much because of the fact that David forced himself onto Ellie, because of the fact that Ellie was forced to brutalize David. So yeah, I mean, it is just really, really it is just really, really tough, isn't it, this episode, because of the fact that well, especially with Ellie, especially with the fact that she thought she was all alone, with the fact that Joel was not in the best of shape, but then he sprung, of course, to life. So, but yeah, I mean, the way that Ellie you know, just shone in this episode, like she is proving to be a really, really like episode by episode, because of the fact that the group, David, and I guess James to an extent, as well as I guess the others, they had an idea of, you know, how Ellie was able to, how she was able to prove her abilities and all of that, and they continued to undermine her because of the fact that I mean, James was like, let's hold the phone when Ellie said she was infected. Ellie is really, really resourceful. Like, even outside of the traumatic, I guess, traumatic experiences, because obviously Joel not being in the best of shapes, yeah. But she was still able to go out there and look after herself, hunt for game, etc. because she realized that little ration bit, that wasn't gonna be enough to, because you're gonna need a bit more than that little piece to bring you back to full health and all of that. So yeah, just the way that Ellie, was able to continue to shine. Like, she is really, really, especially with the last episode in mind, and not just that though, but Bella just being a fantastic, showcasing fantastic acting. She is really, really shining as a character for me. So, and obviously, I feel like I'm going to get a bit more of Ellie in regards to the game, because obviously the game is going to have a few more blanks filled in, I guess, because of the fact that games tend to be a bit more extensive. And there's only so much you can do, whether it's a film or a TV series. There's only so much you can do in terms of showcasing so much of a character if you're adapting from a video game. So, speaking of, because we had Troy Baker, and obviously he is a very, very notable voice actor. He's a notable game actor. I know him especially from Death Stranding, from Metal Gear Solid 5, and I had no doubts about the fact that because I was certain that he was in The Last of Us, as well as the fact that he would probably play Joel. So I am just wondering how many people are going to react in shock when or are going to be like, holy shit, Ellie killed Joel, when the cleaver went into his neck. So yes, so but yeah, it was a really, really it was a really, really, amazing episode. It was, terrifying, don't get me wrong, but, yeah. I am really, really, because obviously we're not going to skirt over this thing, and obviously that's not going to be the case. But especially with what Ellie went through, I am really, really worried about, obviously, where her mentality is going to be because of that traumatic experience. And like I said, with the way that she brutalized, I mean, the prick had deserved it. Yeah, I think that's in The Last of Us, because we've obviously had characters who we've loved and all of that, die, whether it's, heartbreaking or whether it's, I guess, like, especially for, Bill and Frank, it's kind of like a happy but, emotional ending. That was not just, it was a blend of satisfactory because of the fact that he was really, really fucking disgusting and all of that, but it was also, you've also got to consider what Ellie was going through and how much pain, because it's not something that you can just full on celebrate, but you can because of the fact that the prick had it coming, but you just got to consider what the victim was going through at that moment, lashing out, etc. Because she was scared, and that's why it's more so traumatic rather than because of the fact that the prick had it coming. It's more so traumatic than satisfactory, because you just got to consider her emotions. You got to consider what she was going through. You got to consider everything that was from that moment she was locked in that cage, and the way that David approached her. So, but again, I really loved the efficiency of Ellie in this episode with the bite mark and all of that. I mean, it could have just been a retaliation, but considering the circumstances of Ellie and the bite mark, of course, and how she is immune. She was able to play that off really, really well. I mean, yeah, David was not going to worry whatsoever, but James, on the other hand, it really did create that bit of conflict. Like, yeah, so, but I also gotta say that Joel, when he went to interrogate those two, well, I wouldn't say so much interrogate, more so absolutely fuck those guys up. Because that last guy got full, yeah, bashed in. That was fucking, yeah, intense as well. Like, especially when, obviously, that first guy had the knife in the kneecap, and, yeah. This is what you just do not want to do, though, when it comes to Joel. You do not want... and, obviously, that last scene in mind, Joel kind of got an idea about how fucked up this group was when he saw the bodies, and that was like... ugh. But, obviously, I think he could recognise how hurt Ellie was emotionally. Yeah, he only saw, of course, the bodies of, you know, those who were getting eaten, which, yeah. But he could recognise that, you know, pain that Ellie was going through and how scared she was. And, you know, like I said, with the fact that he has been so adamant on trying to suppress that, like... Because there's been a few mentions about the fact that people have mistaken Joel to be Ellie's father. And he's tried to suppress that so much. But I think these last few episodes definitely have been very, very key. But with the fact that Ellie has, like that ending scene in the last episode where Ellie stitched up Joel, and there was that clasp of the hand, and Ellie just going through so much trauma after escaping, after beating David's head in. Yeah, it was like the comfort that he offered to Ellie was just, yeah. And I feel like, especially with these last couple of episodes in mind, this definitely is going to reinforce that relationship. Because you just got to think as well, at the beginning, Joel didn't really think much of Ellie in regards to, okay, she's, I just basically have to deliver her, and, you know, he's a wallsed up kind of guy. But these last two episodes have definitely changed things, especially with the fact that Joel was ready to die, but Ellie was not letting that happen whatsoever. And then obviously when it came to Ellie being abducted, Joel was, yeah, he was ready to tear the world apart. He was not going to let anything happen to Ellie. And, you know, I think just saying those words just really definitely reinforces that. Yeah. So, but I feel like we're going to definitely explore that a bit, like that kind of reinforced relationship now that Joel is, you know, back on his own feet and all of that. He's not on his deathbed like he has been for the last, 1.5 episodes, I would say? Yeah. Yeah, because now he's able to, like, he's not ready to fall asleep. He's able to comfort her, etc. So, yeah. But, yeah, it was a pretty, you know, dark episode. Like, especially when you kind of consider the world we're in with, you know, your clickers and all of that, your bloaters. You know, this, I feel like this was like, especially with, well, not just how real it is, but also just you get so attached to Ellie, and not just that though, you just, with Bella's acting and how heartbreaking it was, you just really yeah, you just really feel like this is probably one of the most scariest episodes. So, yeah. But it was a really, really, again, another fantastic episode of The Last of Us. And now, one more to go. Don't want it to end, but yeah. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!